Hi everyone, hope you're well. 7th week I think it is now of lockdown, and I thought we could do a new song today. This is an absolutely gorgeous song by Lennon and McCartney, John Lennon and Paul McCartney, from a band called the Beatles, and it's called Across the Universe. So the first thing that you have to do, kids, is just get onto YouTube and listen to the song loads. It's a really lovely song. This is a classical version, so we're just going along with like the main melody and bass line of the song, and then yeah, just it's a lovely tune. I'm going to go through it now, but let me just play it for you and then we can go from there. Okay, so that is the main kind of structure of the song. You can repeat some of the bits if you want, or you could just go through as that as a piece. But it's a gorgeous song, so do go and check it out. And let's crack on and learn the first half at least. Okay, so I'll probably split this video up into maybe 2 or 3 chunks, so we can just spend some good detailed kind of approach to each video. And also be careful that the videos aren't like really long, so there's too much content in there. So we're going to go through the main bit. Again, I'm going to send a copy of this out to you, so you want to use the paperwork as well as this, so it's really important. So whenever we do kind of classical stuff, there are times when you'll play 2 strings at the same time, or you'll be using certain fingers at certain times. It's really important to understand that. So the first bit is this kind of like lovely intro. It kind of goes. So the first bar, what you've basically got there is some quavers and crotchets. So what you do is you start off. Again, when we talk about the right hand doing the picking, you're going to be doing some pinching exercises. You have to play strings together. So I am. Coffee. So the first bit you're doing is a D and a B together. So you could use your thumb and your first finger. Or what you really want to do is use thumb and third, because when we talk about Travis picking, we talk about the thumb doing all these strings, remember, and then this one doing that one doing that one there. So if you're playing the B, you should use your third really. If you want to use that one, fine. I mean, when I started guitar finger picking, I just started off with 2 fingers and had this thing where the thumb did the top ones, and this one went the other way like that. It was a bit like this. Like that. But now I've gone to doing more really, so. And what you're based around with these bits are like shapes that we know are like the G shape, which is this one, or this one. We've got some D's in there as well. So what we want to do, let me just bring the iPad a bit closer so we can really film it nicely. So, the first bit is this nought on the G. Now, let me move the screen down. So, we've got a nought that we're playing on the D and a nought we're playing on the B. Let's get used to that. Bum, bum, bum. The thing about this song is you will have little clusters of really tricky guitar playing, and then suddenly you go on to a bit which is really easy. So we're playing these. Ba, 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 ba. Sorry. So what you're doing is you're playing those two notes and then hitting the 3rd fret top string, which is a G note. E, F, F sharp, G. So it's just that. So coffee, coffee. But then as soon as we've done that, we're playing the E at the bottom and the B open. So you've got to pinch those two together. So there's quite a lot to do already. So actually, your best bet is to just have your fingers ready on the chord, which is actually the G chord. So if you'd have your 2 fingers there, make sure they're ringing through. Everything else you can play as well. So we're playing the D and the G string open, so your fingers aren't touching those, are they? So you can play that, like that. Then you're playing the top 3rd. So then you have to play the 2 at the bottom. So again, D and B open, 1 hit on the top string, and then 2 at the bottom. And you'd probably use maybe your 1st and your 2nd finger, or your 2nd and your 3rd finger. So just try that. Okay, so once you've done that bit, let's just go through the rhythm. It's coffee, tea, coffee, tea. Then you are going to this shape. So this is the next shape you need to learn. It's a bit like a D shape. And you're playing the G and the E together. And then after that, you're playing open on those. So you've got this. Start from the beginning. So you've got coffee, tea, coffee, coffee, tea, coffee. Remember those 2. Then you have to change from these 2 to your next shape, which is 3rd fret B string, 4th fret D. And you are playing this time the B and the D. So I would say get used to your shapes on this hand first, which is this one. Words are floating up. What you're actually playing is, I think you're playing like a B minor there. So let me just go through that all. So you've got the naught on the B and the G to start. Obviously your fingers are ready on that G, which is basically top string and bottom string. So you're not playing those yet, but you're getting ready. So you've got the noughts, then the 3 at the same, the 2 at the bottom, changing, and I would use when you're changing to this one, I would just do that, slide your 3rd and then put your 2nd there. So again from the start. Off, 1st and 2nd. So that's how it should sound. Coffee, coffee. After you've done 3 and 4 there, you're doing open there. So you basically got this. I'm going to start one more time. Okay, you're happy with that, move on. If you're not, go back over it again. Again, one more time. Now, this next bar is when you go, thank God for that, but the next bar is not that hard. It's that first bar. So you go into this what we call it's kind of called a G over B, I think, or a C over B or something like that. You go to 3-2. Okay, and for this whole bar, this is what you're going to do. So the only thing you're going to make sure is you're pressing down nicely on the strings. Not that hard, is it? So it's that one, keeping that shape, playing the A and the B together like that, and then bottom string, then the B string, nice and easy. So from the start, so let me do it again. After that, you then play, you can take that first finger off because you're just going to do 3, your finger's still on that 3 on the B. You're going to play that in the open D. So you do the 3, the naught, ba, 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 and then move. After you've done all that, go to the 2nd fret on the B string and you hold that for 2. 1, 2, so. And that's your first 3 bars done. So from the start. So I would say that's probably enough just for the first bit. If you get really good at that, then move on to this bit now, which I'll do. The next 4 bars are really nice and easy. You're based around the G. Okay. You're based around this kind of like, this kind of G over B I was talking about. Okay. And then you're also based around the C. So the next bit is going to go. Okay, and that goes along with the lyrics, which go, words are floating out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither wildly as they make their way across the universe. Thoughts meaningless like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble slowly writing me. Okay, so this bit, apart from the ending, isn't too hard. So you want to get on that G, which is like this, and you are going to be playing the top string, this time the bottom 3. So that means these 3 fingers, if you can do that. If you can't do that, you could just play those 2, and then you don't get that fullness. So you play that, and then you play 3 on the single note at the bottom. Try that. Again, if you just want to use those 2, it's fine. Then you take your fingers off and you put your first finger on the bottom string on the 2nd fret. You're playing that and the top string, and then open at the bottom. So you've got. And then you go to the B string on the 3rd, and then back to this one. When you go to there, maybe use that one because it's helpful for the next chord. So. Then you go to this G over B here, play those 2 together. Alternating between those fingers at the bottom like we've done before. So. Yeah, you're alternating between the bottom notes and the wherever your finger is, which is on the 3rd fret B string. So. Then you put first finger on the B string on the first fret, playing the open A in that one, and then you're alternating between 1 and 3. Then you leave your finger on the third and you play the open D. So you're on that last bar. You are on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're on the 7th bar now, and you're just going to do the D and the B. Then you've got the open on the bottom string, and back to the 3, then back to the open on the bottom. So you've got from that start of that, so it's from the start of the 4th bar. Then your finger goes on the E string on the 2nd. So 1, 2. So 1 and 2 and 1. Okay. I think personally that's where I'm going to stop this video, because there's a lot to do there. So we've got from that 4th bar again, and all of this pretty much apart from the ending, you have got. It's all quavers. So quavers, remember guys, are the ones where they're all attached, you see? Then right at the end, we've got a C3 one, which means you're holding it for 2 beats, and then a crotchet on its own, which is 1. So that's actually not that tricky. So I would say the bit which is hard is using the fingers together as pairs. The easy bits are doing all the shapes on this hand. It's more the rhythm. So you've got from the start. Okay, so see how well you do on that bit. Let me just do the next bit because it's pretty simple. So the next 2 bars, 8 and 9, if you know the bit before that, those 2 bars are easy. And then after that, so on the 10th and 11th bar, we'll do that in a minute. So, just from the start of the song again. Happy with that, this is the next bit. Exciting and inviting me. Okay, so let me just make a point before we go into this bit. You will find that you have sometimes these kind of bits where there's like a number and then this big long kind of curve. This is our first page, isn't it? Right, so you will see there's a little curve there. This bit's a bit weird. You've got 1, 1 you play together, and then that. So you are not playing 1 note there. You aren't playing that, guys. You're letting it ring to that. So you're actually, in that bar, you're only playing that 3 there. So, let me just do from the 9th fret. So you're going to have 9, 10. We've just done the 9th and 10th, and I'm going to show you the 11th and half of the 12th. So. So the 10th bar you're going to hear again and doing the open A in that one. See what I'm doing there? 3, 1, 3. This is tricky, this bit. So now you've got to go to da, 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 da. what we're doing here is we're playing these ones together, and the top one, which is this one, you always have to leave your finger on there because it does say to let it ring. Then you take the bottom off, play the noughts. See how that's still ringing? That one there. And then you play 2 on the second on the G, and then open. But don't worry too much if you find it hard to keep that finger on. Just go 1 1, then your nought on the B, then 2 on the G, off on the G, and then forget the nought 1 after that because that's just where you're ringing to if you were to do that. Then you hit the A on the C, on the on the 3. So that whole bit would go. I'll play it and then just maybe copy what I do. See what you do, how you do with that. So the whole of the song I'm going to do for you now. Let me start again. Made a mistake there. So I'm just going to play you the whole of the song, what we know. So here we go. There we go, guys. Quite tricky in places, but hopefully you'll get inspired by that and really want to keep going. So just remember those things I was saying about keeping certain things on the chords. It's going to really help you. And I will do the next page maybe in a week or 2. I think there's a lot there to work with. So enjoy the song, try and play along, and rewind the video, stop me at times. You can actually stop me talking, which is great, and crack on. See you later.